Have you ever tried to be a friend of the nature, especially with the harsh one? I know sometimes nature causes a lot of destruction. Then how can we make the nature our friend? For say if you get an opportunity to request the nature for the harsh action caused by it, what would be that? Or should we accept the unwanted situation as a part of our life? Hello, I am Yasmin from My Education My Power. Today we'll be discussing the poem The Wind from the book Beehive Class 9. The entire poem will be appearing on the screen before you with meaning of all the difficult words. We'll try to answer all the above questions through the poem The Wind. Let's get started. Let's discuss some interesting facts about the poet. Subramanya Bharati, lovingly called as a Mundasu Kavignar in Tamil. Mahakavi Subramanya Bharati was a legendary poet whose incomparable merits, personality and literary accomplishment have won him a special distinction forever. The bold and straightforward poet never hesitated to question any kind of injustice and always dedicated his life to fight for equality, justice and freedom. Bharati took great pleasure in learning several languages and enjoying the literary works in their original languages. He had a scholarly knowledge of languages like Tamil, Hindi, Sanskrit, Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, French, English, Greek, Latin, Arabic, Urdu and several others. He translated several pieces of world literature in Tamil. He was highly inspired by the poems of Shelley. Through this poem, Subramanya Bharati teaches us how we should stand against our oppressors. In the poem, he presents a wind god who destroys everything weak. He wonders why the mighty god is fond of poking fun only with the weak. The poet therefore advises the weak to make them strong. I would like to begin the poem with the reading of the poem. Wind, come softly. Don't break the shutters of the windows. Don't scatter the papers. Don't throw down the books on the shelf. There, look what you did. You threw them all down. You tore the pages of the books. You brought rain again? You were very clever at poking fun at weaklings. Frail, crumbling houses, crumbling doors, crumbling rafters, crumbling wood, crumbling bodies, crumbling lives, crumbling hearts. The wind god winnows and crushes them all. He won't do what you tell him. So come, let's build strong homes. Let's join the doors firmly. Practice to firm the body. Make the heart steadfast. Do this, and the wind will be friends with us. The wind blows out weak fires. He makes strong fires roar and flourish. His friendship is good. We praise him every day. Let's discuss the first few lines of the poem. Here the poet makes a request to the wind and asks the wind to come very softly, not to be so strong and not to damage the things. Then he says that the wind is very powerful and strong and it is destructive too. It breaks the shutters of the windows and scatters the papers everywhere. Then wind becomes more powerful and all the books which are kept on the shelf fall down. It has damaged everything and also torn the pages of all the books. Not only this, to show its strength, wind caused rain again and again. So here the poet is describing the power of the wind. Then the poet becomes a bit angry and says to the wind, "See, look at the destruction that you have made." In these lines the poet says that as we all know that whenever there is a strong wind, all the things that are weak like small plants, small huts, tiny birds, etc., even people all get scared and they can even fall and get hurt. We can say that in the initial part of the poem, the poet is referring to wind as a normal man until he becomes powerful. In the later part, we come to know that the wind is destructive, just like an autocrat powerful man who is in full of pride, full of energy, and also make fun on those weaker people. It is said that powerful man always takes disadvantage of his power and do violence and destructions to the weaker and poor people. In these above lines, the word crumbling is repeated so many times to lay stress that everything crumbles, crushed. So the writer is saying that when wind is very powerful, it is very strong. It leads to breakage of everything. Like houses which are weak collapse easily, doors which are weak break easily, the beams on which the roof of the buildings are supported, they also fall and destroyed. All the wooden structures fall, all bodies of people hurt, animals' lives, they also get hurt. So he's saying that everything crumbles here. Everything that is weak collapses and destroyed easily. So the poet is also saying that whenever a weak person faces any adversity or a difficult or unlucky situation or any kind of a challenge in life, he fails to face that or fight with. Ultimately breaks down and falls. Means accept the failure. In this particular line, the poet is addressing to wind as wind god. And he is saying that the powerful god of wind winnows, basically the word winnow means to blow the shaft, but here poet means that God segregate all the people who were strong and those who were weak fall down and get crushed. So here a comparison is made between the wheat and people. Just like we winnow the wheat to separate the grain from the chaff, the wind god separates the strong people from the weak people. Now here in these lines the poet wants us to make friends with the wind, that is the adversities, the worst situation in our lives, to accept and face the challenges. He says that the problems will not listen to us, they'll definitely come to us, they will come for sure, so we should be prepared instead giving up. Here the word practice means the preparation to face the challenges. We should build strong homes and close the doors of our house firmly, so strongly so that the wind cannot get into it. And then he says that we should also make our bodies strong and hearts firm to face these challenges and fight against the destructive power of the wind. And then once we are strong enough, then all the challenges and hardships will be like our friends. We will not scare of any unwanted situation. In these last lines, the poet gives an example of the wind's bad and good effects. The weak fire or the low flame of fire can be easily blown out by the wind. However, the strong fire or the things that are strong flourish and grow to become stronger. He is giving us a very important message here, that we should not feel bad that we are facing so many challenges and adversities in life. We should make ourselves physically and mentally strong to face these challenges. And once we are strong enough, we will overcome all kind of challenges. We will become our friends with them. And then we will be happy that we had these challenges in our life because they help us to become more stronger and better. So here the poet has compared the wind to God. He says that wind is God and we must praise wind every day. Let's have the summary. The poem Wind by Subramanya Bharati is originally in Tamil. It was translated in English by A.K. Ramanujan. The poem describes the power of the wind on nature and human life. It focuses on the violent aspect of the wind that causes heavy destruction. The poet tells us that the wind makes fun of the weak people and things but favors the strong. He therefore suggests the reader be strong both physically and mentally. The wind here is a symbol of hardships and obstacles which human beings have to face in their life. If we remain strong, we can overcome any obstacles. So my friends, I hope you have enjoyed this beautiful lesson. This is all for today. I'll see you again with another inspiring lesson. Till then, take a very good care of yourself. If you haven't subscribed the channel yet, then click the button down there. Bye for now.